want to ask a question to the group. I think the Yankee season, not just because of the wins and because of the Soto thing, I think the season's lining up in a positive way. And right now, the front office and the players are being challenged. No Cole. You're coming off a bad year last year. No Cole. Now you get ready to play the Dodgers. Soto doesn't come into play. Now more than ever, the organization and the step-up ability, even no one can replace a Soto, is important so they don't lose focus. So the outside chatter doesn't enter the locker room. The pitching staff, off the charts considering Cole's not there. Judge ripping it apart in May. So I think it can work out to be a positive if the clubhouse is really intact.
Dave,
there
is absolutely,
here we go,
unequivocally, no way it's a positive. In any way you look at it now, am I saying that they're going to crumble? No, but I'm sorry, it's not a positive. There's no way you can spin it as a positive.
Well, a positive would be that you would choose to have this happen. And there's no way you would choose to have this happen. But I like his attitude because there are a few things.
How about this? Can we change the wording, Don? Can you find a silver lining?
Well, no, there's no silver lining.
Well, no, you can find a silver lining.
Well, again, a silver lining seems to make it seem like you're better off. But
the silver lining with Cole's injury is that Luis Gil is pitching like a Cy Young candidate. Now we're talking. There's no Soto.
But here's where I'm coming from. I'm not even a Yankee fan. His possible replacement is somebody that the Yankee organization looks at is a possible generational type of player. Right? This is not nobody.
You mean Dominguez?
Dominguez.
He's not Soto.
No, nobody's saying he is. But I'm saying is that there's not a lot of organizations that when they lose Soto can call up a guy that they believe could be the next great player in this organization's history. Nobody's Juan Soto. And the other part of it is that now you get a taste of what life might be if you don't re-sign him. So what you may be moving forward, if he's out long term, is what this Yankee team would look like if he signs elsewhere as a free agent. And then maybe it won't be the end of the world if that were to happen, because what if Dominguez comes up and he rakes? And you're getting him basically for free compared to what you'd have to pay Soto. And he's never going to be Soto. But again, you don't have to go out there and win 110 games every year to win a championship either. So nobody would ever choose to have this happen. But you can't see that there are avenues in which this is very survivable.
Well, it's survivable, but I mean, the guy said they would be better off. I'm sorry. In no way, shape, or form are they better off.
Not better off.
They lost one of the greatest players ever.
The only way it would be better off is if Dominguez ends up having a tremendous season. And then you realize that, geez, we don't have to pay all this money to have a guy, and then you continue to win with him and go, boy, this is great. But that's pie in the sky, and nobody should put that much pressure on him. But he's not nobody, Michael. You're not scrambling to make a trade to replace him. You're not calling up somebody that's 2 years away.
His major league body of work is essentially 12 games, and we have to take a deep breath. I know he's a highly touted prospect, but he's not Juan Soto.
Well, hold on. You absolutely know that he cannot be Juan Soto?
Peter, there's been one person in the history of baseball that has approached Juan Soto's stats through 25. That's Ted Williams. There's never been another Juan Soto. So now the Yankees are going to snap their fingers and have another Juan Soto?
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not going to be Juan Soto.
I feel a way about the way you're just, in spite of the fact that Soto's been incredible up to 25, you just casually calling him one of the greatest players ever.
No, not me. The stats show it. Every stat you want to look at.
But the career has to finish, Michael. It can't. You don't get to name players after 4 years and say that.
That's why I always very carefully say through his age 25 season, he has done things that very few players in the history of the game have done. Very few. Ted Williams. I mean, those are the names. Jimmy Fox. I mean, this guy, when Scott Boras calls him a centurion, he is that. He's one of the greatest players who ever lived. I'm shocked. I'm supposed to be Yankee boy, and I realize the enormity of this possible loss. Now, we don't know how long he's going to be out, but you guys are like trying to put lipstick on this. I don't get it.
Well, I just struggle when you just did it again. You didn't say the through 25. You say greatest ever. I just always cringe when you say it. I'm like, he's been amazing so far. It's so early in the story. I get it. It's an incredible start, but Mike Tyson had the greatest start in boxing history. He's not the greatest boxer of all time. He's not. But he ended up being a disappointment in many ways and in many analytics as time went on. You don't know.
But never mind that. We can get into a debate about that. It's just that there isn't a scenario in which Dominguez comes up and plays well and the team continues to win to where...
The team can win with Trent Grisham in center.
Right.
But you want to be special.
Right.
The combination of Soto and Judge made them different,
right.
Special.
Sure, but then beyond this, you're going to have to pay a lot of money to be special. So you don't think that can end up being a positive if you end up winning without Soto, and then if you lose him in free agency, you are able to roll? Because that'll be the theme. Like, all right, well, Soto left. Who cares? We got Dominguez. Again, it's a lot to ask the kid, and I'm not asking him to be Soto, but let's not get caught up in here. The Yankees are still a really good team. So, yes, you don't want to see this happen, but first of all, we don't even know if he's going to miss anything beyond today.
Right.
But if it ends up being the end of the world and he doesn't play another game as a New York Yankee, there was only probably like 90 games left of him being a Yankee anyway. You don't know if he was going to be able to resign, and this team still can be special. We thought they wouldn't be able to survive Cole. Cole is the pitching equivalent to Soto. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
That missed him at all because Luis Gil comes up and ends up being out of his mind. Now, I don't know if Dominguez is going to be out of his mind, but I'll tell you one thing. He's more highly touted in the organization than Gil was. So at least there's the opportunity for him to go out there and hit as he did before he got hurt. And he doesn't have to be Juan Soto for this team to still win the division and compete for a championship.
I think we're going to have to agree to disagree.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to convince you two, and you guys aren't convincing me.
I just pack it up and don't play again. Wait, hope that he comes back. Maybe they can just take a loss for all the games that come and then see what your record is when he gets back.